Merchant of Venice, Act 2, Scene 1. Enter the Prince of Morocco, a tawny Moor, all in white, and 3 of 4 followers accordingly, with Portia, Nerissa, and their train. Morocco. Um, Mislike me not for my complexion, the shadowed livery of the burnished sun, to whom I am a neighbor and near bred. Bring me the fairest creature northward born, where Phoebos, Phobos, fire scarce thaws the icicles, and let us make incision for your love to prove whose blood is reddest, his or mine. I tell thee, lady, this aspect of mine hath feared the valiant. By my love I swear, the best regarded virgins of our clime have loved it too. I would not change this hue, except to steal your thoughts, my gentle queen. Portia. In terms of choice, I am not solely led by nice directions of a maiden's eyes. Besides, the lottery of my destiny bars me the right of voluntary choosing. But if my father had not scanted me and hedged me by his wit to yield myself his wife, who wins me by what that means, I told you, your self-renowned prince then stood as fair as any comer I have looked on yet for my affection. Morocco. Even from that I thank you. Therefore I pray you lead me to the caskets to try my fortune. By this scimitar that slew the Sophie and a Persian prince, that won 3 fields of Sultan Soliman, I would o'erstare the sternest eye that look, outbrave the heart most daring on the earth, pluck the young sucking cubs from the she-bear, yea, mock the lion when he roars for prey, to win thee, lady. But alas the while, if Hercules and Lycha's play at dice, which is the better man, the greater throw, may turn by fortune from the weaker hand, so is Alcides beaten by his page, and so may I, blind the fortune leading me, miss that which one unworthier may attain, and die with grieving. Portia. You must take your chance, and either nor attempt to choose at all, or swear before you choose. If you choose wrong, never speak to lady afterward in any way of marriage. Therefore be advised. Morocco. Nor will not. Come, bring me unto my chance. Portia. First, forward to the temple. After dinner your hazard shall be made. Morocco. Good fortune, then, to make me bless or cursed among men. They exit. Scene 2. Enter Lancelot, Gobbo the clown, alone. Lancelot. Certainly my conscience will serve me the run from this Jew, my master. The fiend is that at mine elbow, and tempts me, saying to me, Gobbo, Lancelot, Gobbo, good Lancelot, Lancelot, or good Gobbo, or good Lancelot, Gobbo, use your legs, take the start, run away. My conscience says, no, take heed, honest Lancelot, take heed, honest Gobbo, or, as aforesaid, honest Lancelot Gobbo, do not run, scorn running with the heels, while the most courageous fiend bids me pack. Fia, says the fiend. Away, says the fiend. For the heavens rouse up a brave mind, says the fiend, and run. While my conscience, hanging about my neck of my heart, says very wisely to me, my honest friend Lancelot, being an honest man's son, or rather an honest woman's son, for indeed my father did something smack, something grow to, he had a kind of taste. Well, my conscience says, Lancelot, budget not. Budget, says the fiend. Budget not, says my conscience. Conscience, I counsel, counsel, Well, fiend, say I, you counsel well. To be ruled by my conscience, I should stay with the Jew, my master, who, God bless the mark, is a king of devil, and to run away from the Jew, I should be ruled by the fiend, who, saving your reverence, is the devil himself. Certainly, the Jew is the very devil incarnation, and in my conscience is but a kind of hard conscience to offer to counsel me to stay with the Jew. The fiend gives the more friendly counsel. I will run, fiend. My heels are at your commandment. I will run. Enter old Gobbo with a basket. Gobbo. Master, young man, you, I pray you, which is the way to Master Jews? Lancelot, aside. O heaven, this is my true begotten father, who being more than sand blind, high gravel blind, knows me not. I will try confusions with him. Gobbo. Master, young gentleman, I pray you, which is the way to Master Jews? Lancelot. Turn up on your right hand at the next turning, but at the next turning of all on your left, marry. At the very next turn of no hand, but turn down indirectly to the Jew's house. Gobbo. By God's Santies, 'twill be a hard way to hit. Can you tell me whether one Lancelot that dwell with him or no? Lancelot. Talk you of young Master Lancelot? Aside. Mark me now, now will I raise the waters. Talk you of young Master Lancelot? Gobbo. No, master, sir, but a poor man's son, his father, though I say it, is an honest, exceeding poor man, and God be thanked well to live. Lancelot. Well, let his father be what he will. We talk of young Master Lancelot. Gobbo. Your worship's friend and Lancelot, sir. But Lancelot. But I pray you, ergo, old man, ergo, I beseech you, talk you of young Master Lancelot? Gobbo. Of Lancelot, an't please your mastership. Lancelot. Ergo, Master Lancelot, talk not of Master Lancelot, father, for the young gentleman, according to fates and destinies and such odd sayings, the sisters three, in such branches of learning, is indeed deceased, or, as you would say in plain terms, gone to heaven. Gobbo. Marry, God forbid. The boy was the very staff of my age and my very prop. Lancelot. Aside. Do I look like a cudget or a hovel post, a staff or a prop? Do you know me, father? Gobbo. Alack the day, I know you not, young gentleman, but I pray you tell me, is my boy, God rest his soul, alive or dead? Lancelot. Do you not know me, father? Gobbo. Alack, sir, I am sand-blind. I know you not. Lancelot. Nay, indeed, if you had your eyes, you might fail of the knowing me. It is a wise father that knoweth his own child. Well, old man, I will tell you news of your son. He kneels. Give me your blessing. Truth will come to light. Murder cannot hide long. A man's son may, but in the end truth will out. Gobbo. Pray you, sir, stand up. I am sure you are not Lancelot, my boy. Lancelot. Pray you, let's have no more fooling about it, but give me your blessing. I am Lancelot, your boy that was, your son that is, your child that shall be. Gobbo. I cannot think you are my son. Lancelot. I know not what I shall think of what, but I am Lancelot, the Jew's man, and I am sure Marguerite, your wife, is my mother. Gobbo. Her name is Marguerite, indeed. I'll be sworn if thou be Lancelot, thou art mine own flesh and blood. Lord worshipping might he be. What a bread hast thou got? Thou hast got more hair on thy chin than Dobbin my Phil horse has on its tail. Lancelot, standing up. It should seem than that Dobbin's tail groans backward. I am sure he has more hair on his tail than I have on my face when I last saw him. Gobbo. Lord, how art thou changed? How dost thou and thy master agree? I have brought him a present. How gree you now? Lancelot. Well, well, but for mine own part, as I have set up my rest to run away, so I will not rest till I have run some ground. My master's a very Jew. Give him a present, give him a halter. I am famished in his service. You may tell every finger I have with my ribs. Father, I am glad you are come. What? Give me your present to one Master Bassanio, who indeed gives rare new liveries. If I serve not him, I will run as far as God has any ground. O rare fortune, here comes the man. To him, Father, for I am a Jew, if I serve the Jew any longer. Enter Bassanio with Leonardo and a follower or two. Bassanio to an attendant. You may do so, but let it be so hasted that supper be ready at the farthest by 5 of the clock. See the letters delivered, put the liveries to making, and desire Gratiano to come and anon to my lodging. The attendant exits. Lancelot. To him, father. Gobbo. To Bassanio. God bless your worship. Bassanio. Gramercy. Wouldst thou aught with me? Gobbo. Here's my son, sir, a poor boy. Lancelot. Not a poor boy, sir, but the rich Jew's man. That would, sir, as my father shall specify. Gobbo. He hath a great infection, sir, as one would say, to serve. Lancelot. Indeed, the short and the long is, I serve the Jew and have a desire as my father shall specify. Gobbo. His master and he, saving your worship's reverence, are scarce cater cousins. Lancelot. To be brief, the very truth is that the Jew, having done me wrong, doth cause me, as my father being, I hope, an old man, shall fructify unto you. Gobbo, I have here a dish of gloves that I would bestow upon your worship, and my suit is. Lancelot. In very brief, the suit is imperative it to myself, as your worship shall know by this honest old man, and though I say it, thou old man, yet poor man, my father. Bassanio. One speak for both. What would you? Lancelot. Serve you, sir. Gobbo. That is the very defect of the matter, sir. Bassanio. To Lancelot. I know thee well, thou hast obtained thy suit. Shylock the master spoke with me this day, and hath preferred thee, if it be preferment to leave a rich Jew's service, to become the follower of so poor a gentleman. Lancelot. The old proverb is very well parted between my master Shylock and you, sir. You have the grace of God, sir, and he hath enough. Bassanio. Thou speakst it well. Go, father, with thy son. Take leave of thy old master, and inquire my lodging out to an attendant. Give him a livery more guarded than his fellows. See it be done. See it done. Attendant exits. Bassanio and Leonardo talk apart. Lancelot. Father, in. I cannot get a service. No. I'm recording an audiobook. Can you leave? Thank you. Oh, hi, Walter. Hi, Walter. Hi. Oh, he's so sweet. Where was I? Anna, go. I'm recording an audiobook. Close the door. Where was I? Hold on. Well, studying his palm, if any man in Italy have a fairer table with doth offer to swear upon a book, I shall have good fortune. Go to. Here's a simple line of life. Here's a small trifle of wives. Alas, 15 wives is nothing. 11 widows and 9 maids is a simple coming in for one man, and then to scape drowning thrice, and to be in peril of my life with the edge of feather bed. Here are simple escapes. Well, if fortune be a woman, she's a good wench for the skeer. Father, come, I'll take my leave of the Jew in the twinkling. Lancelot and old Gob exit. Bassanio, I pray thee, God, good Leonardo, think on this, handing him a paper. There's these things be brought and orderly bestowed. Return in haste, for I do feast tonight. My best esteemed acquaintance. Hi, 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 thee go, Leonardo. My best endeavors shall be endowers and endover and endeavors shall be done, heroine. My best endeavors shall be done, heroine. Enter Gratiano. Gratiano to Leonardo. Where is your master? Leonardo. Yonder, sir, he walks. Leonardo exits. Gratiano. Signor Bassanio. Bassanio. Gratiano. Gratiano. I have suit to you. Bassiano. You have obtained it. Gratiano. You must not deny me. I must go with you to Belmont. Bassanio. Why then you must, but hear thee, Gratiano, thou art too wild, too rude and bold of voice. Parts that became thee happily enough, and in such eyes as ours appear not false, but where thou art not know why there they show something too liberal. Pray thee take pain to allay with some cold drops of modesty the skipping spirit, lest through the wild behavior I be misconstrued, misconstrued in the place I go to and lose my hopes. Gratiano. Signor Bassanio, hear me. If I do not put on a sober habit, talk with respect, and swear but now and then, wear prayer books in my pocket, look demurely, nay more, while grace is saying, hood mine eyes thus with my hat, and sight, and say Amen. Use all the observance of civility, like one well studied in a sad Austen, to please his grandam, never trust me more. Bassanio. Well, we shall see your bearding. Gratiano. Beering, my bad. Gratiano. Nay, but I bar tonight. You shall not gauge me by what we do tonight. Bassanio. No, that were pity. I would entreat you rather to put on your boldest suit of mirth, for we have friends that purpose merriment, but fare you well. Fare you well. Whoops. I have some business, Gratiano, and I must to Lorenzo and the rest, but we will visit you at supper time. They exit. Scene 3. Enter Jessica and Lancelot Gobbo. Jessica. I am sorry thou wilt leave my father soon. Our house is hell, and thou a merry devil. Didst rob it of some taste of tediousness, but fare thee well. There is a ducat for thee, and Lancelot. Soon at supper shalt thou see Lorenzo, who is thy new master's guest. Give him this letter, do it secretly, and so farewell. I would not have my father see me and talk with thee. Lancelot. Adieu. Tears exhibit my tongue, most beautiful pagans, most sweet Jews. If a Christian do not play that knave and get thee, I am much deceived. But adieu, these foolish drops do something drown my manly spirit. Adieu, Jessica. Farewell, good Lancelot. Lancelot exits. Alack, what heinous sin is in me, to be ashamed to be my father's child? But thou, I am a daughter to his blood, I am not his manners. O Lorenzo, if thou keep promise, I shall end this strife, become a Christian and thy loving wife. She exits. Hold on. Water break. It's already been 20 minutes. Jeez Louise. Scene 4. Enter Gratiano, Lorenzo, Salarino, and Salanio. Lorenzo. Nay, we will slink away in supper time, disguise us as at my lodging, and return all in an hour. Gratiano. We have not made good preparation. Salarino. We have not spoken us yet of torch bearers. Salanio. Tis vile, unless it may be quaintly ordered, and better in my mind not undertook. Lorenzo. 'Tis now but 4 o'clock. We have 2 hours to furnish us. Enter Lancelot. Friend Lancelot, what's the news? Lancelot. And it shall please you to break up this. It shall seem to signify, handing him Jessica's letter. Lorenzo. I know the hand, in faith, 'tis a fair hand, and whiter than the paper it writ on is the fair hand that writ. Gratiano. Love news and faith. Lancelot. But you leave, sir. Lorenzo. Whither goest thou? Lancelot. Marry, sir, to bid my older master the Jew to sup tonight with my new master the Christian. Lorenzo. Hold here, take this, giving him money. Tell gentle Jessica, I will not fail her, speak it privately. Lancelot exits. Go, gentlemen, will you prepare you for this masque? Tonight? I am provided of a torch-bearer. Salarino. Mary, I'll be gone about it straight. Salanio. And so will I. Lorenzo. Meet me and Gratiano at Gratiano's lodging some hour hence. Salarino. 'Tis good we do so. Salarino and Salanio exit. Gratiano. Was not that letter from fair Jessica? Lorenzo. I must needs tell thee all. She hath directed how I shall take her from her father's house, what gold and jewels she is furnished with, what pages' suit she hath in readiness. If ere the Jew her father come to heaven, it will be for his gentle daughter's sake, and never dare misfortune cross her foot, unless she do it under this excuse, that she is issue to a faithless Jew. Come, go with me. Peruse this as thou goest, handing him the letter. Fair Jessica shall be my torch-bearer. They exit. Scene 4. Enter Shylock the Jew and Lancelot, his man that was the clown. Shylock, the transgender. Well, thou shalt see, thy eyes shall be the judge, the difference of old Shylock and Bassanio. What, Jessica? Thou shalt not gormandize as thou hast done with me. What, Jessica? And sleep and snore and rend a peer out. Why, Jessica? I say. Lancelot. Why, Jessica? Shylock. Who bids thee call? I do not bid thee call. Lancelot. Your worship was not what? What? Lancelot. Your worship was wont to tell me I could do nothing without bidding. Enter Jessica. Jessica. Call you? What is your will? Shylock. I am bid forth to supper, Jessica. There are my keys, but wherefore should I go? I am not bid for love, they flatter me, but yet I'll go in hate to feed upon the prodigal Christian. Jessica, my girl, look to my house. I am right loath to go. There is some ill a brewing towards my rest, for I did dream of money bags tonight. Lancelot, I beseech you, sir, go. My young master doth expect your reproach. Shylock, so do I his, so do I his. Lancelot, and they have conspired together. I will not say you shall see a masque, but if you do, then it was not for nothing that my nose fell a bleeding on Black Monday last, at 6 o'clock. I the morning falling out that year on Ash Wednesday was 4 year in the afternoon. Shylock, what are these masques? Hear you me, Jessica, lock up my doors, and when you hear the drum and the vile squealing of my wrying neck fief, clamber not you up the casements then, nor thrust your head into the public streets, to gaze on Christian fools with varnished faces, but stop my house's ears, I mean my casements. Let not the sound of shallow foppery enter my sober house. By Jacob's staff I swear. Don't swear, please. I have no mind of feasting forth tonight, but I will go. Go you before me, sirrah. Say I will come. Lancelot, I will go before, sir. Aside to Jessica. Mistress, look out at window for all this. There will come a Christian by will be worth a Jewess eye. He exits. I'm falling asleep. What says that fool of Haggard's offspring, ha? Jessica, his words were farewell, mistress, nothing else. Shylock, the patch is kind enough, but a huge feeder snail slow in profit, and he sleeps by day more than the wildcat. Drones hive not with me, therefore I part with him, and part with him to one that I would have him help to waste his borrowed purse. Well, Jessica, go in. Perhaps I will return immediately. Do as I bid you. Shut doors after you. Fast bind, fast find. That rhymes. And proverb never stale in thrifty mind. Oh my gosh, that also rhymed. He exits. Jessica. Farewell, and if my fortune be not crossed, I have a father, you a daughter lost. She exits. Scene 6. Enter the maskers. Gratiano and Salarino. Gratiano. This is the penthouse under which Lorenzo desired us to make stand. Salarino. His hour is almost past. Gratiano. And it is marvel he outdwells his hour, for lovers even run before the clock. Salarino. Oh, 10 times faster Venice pigeons fly to seal love's bonds new made than they are wont to keep obliged faith unforfeited. Gratiano, that ever holds who riseth from a feast with that keen appetite that he sits down, where is the horse that doth untread again his tedious measures with the unbated fire, that he did pace them first. All things that are with more spirit chaste than enjoyed. How like a younger or a prodigal that scarfed bark puts from her native bay, hugged and embraced by the strumpet wind. How like the prodigal doth and she return with over-weathered ribs and ragged snails, lean, rent, and beggared by the strumpet wind. Water break. Ah. Okay, enter Lorenzio Salarino. Here comes Lorenzio. More of his hereafter. Lorenzio. Oh, Lorenzo, whoops. Sweet friends, your patience for my long abode, not I, but my affairs have made you wait. When you shall please to play the thieves for wives, I'll watch as long for you then approach. Here dwells my father Jew. Ho, who's within? Page turn. Enter Jessica above, dressed as a boy. That's Shylock's job. Jessica, who are you? Tell me for my certainty. Albeit, I'll swear that I do know your tongue. Lorenzo, Lorenzo, and thy love. Jessica, Lorenzo, certain, and my love indeed, for who love I so much? And now who knows but you, Lorenzo, whether I am yours? Lorenzo, heaven and thou are witness that thou art. Jessica, here, catch this casket, it is worth the pains. I am glad 'tis night, you do not look on me, for I am much ashamed of my exchange, but love is blind, and lovers cannot see. Where did I just lost my shot. The pretty follies that themselves commit. For if they could, Cupid himself would blush to see me thus transformed to a boy. Gross. Lorenzo, descend, for you must be my torch-bearer. Jessica, what must I hold a candle to my shames? Thy in themselves, good sooth, are too light. Why, 'tis in an office of discovery, love, and I should be obscured. Lorenzo, so are you, sweet, even in the lovely garnish of a boy. But come at once, for the close night doth play the runaway, and we are stayed from at Bassanio's feast. Jessica, I will make fast the doors and gild myself with some more ducats and be with you straight. Jessica exits above. Gratiano. Now by my hood, a gentle and no Jew. Lorenzo, beshrew me, but I love her heartily, for she is wise, if I can judge of her, and fair she is, if that mine eyes be true, and true she is, as she hath proved herself, and therefore like herself, wise, fair, and true. Shall she be placed in my constant soul? Oh, that's not a question. Never mind. Enter Jessica. Below. What art thou come on, gentlemen, away? Our masking mates by this time for us stay. All but Gratiano exit. Enter Antonio. Antonio. Who's here? No, who's there? Gratiano. Signor Antonio? Question mark? Antonio. Fee, Gratiano, where are all the rest? 'Tis 9 o'clock. Our friends all stay for you. No mask you tonight. The wind is come about. Bassiano presently will go aboard. I have sent 20 out to seek for you. Gratiano. I am glad on't. I desire no more delight than to be under sail and gone tonight. Okay, that rhymed. That's cool. They exit. Scene 7. Enter Portia with the Prince of Morocco and both their trains. I like trains. Portia, go draw aside the curtains and discover the several caskets to this noble prince. A curtain is drawn. Now make your choice. Morocco. This first, of gold, who is the inscription bearers, whose chooseth me shall gain what many men desire. The second, silver, which this promise carries, who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves. This third dull lead with warning all is blunt. Who chooseth me must give and hazard all he hath. How shall I know if I do choose the right? Question mark. Portia, the one of them contains my picture. Prince, if you choose that, then I am yours withal. Morocco, some God direct my judgment. Let me see. I will survey the inscriptions back again. What says this leaden casket? Who chooseth me must give and hazard all he hath. Must give for what? For lead? Hazard for lead? This casket threatens. Men that hazard all do it in hope of fair advantages. A gold mine stoops not to shows of juice. I'll then nor give nor hazard aught for lead. What says the silver with her virgin hue? Who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves. As much as he deserves. Pause there, Morocco, and weigh thy value with an event hand. If thou be'st rated by thy estimation, thou dost deserve enough, and yet enough may not extend so far as to the lady, and yet be feared of my deserving. We're but a weak disabling of myself, as much as I deserve. Why, that's the lady. I do in birth deserve her, and in fortunes and grace, and in qualities of breeding, but more than these, in love how I deserve her. What if I strayed no farther, but choose here? Let's see once more this saying graved in gold. Who chooseth me shall gain what many men desire. Why, that's the lady. All the world desires her. From the four corners of the earth they come to kiss this shrine, this mortal, breathing saint. The high Carnian deserts and the vast wild of wide Arabia are as though through fires now for princes to come view fair Portia. The watery kingdom, whose ambitious heed spets in the face of heaven, is no bear to stop the foreign spirits, but they come as o'er a brook to see fair Portia. One of these three contains her heavenly picture. It is like that lead containers her. 'Twere damnation to think so base a thought. If it were too gross to rib her careth clothes in the obscure grave. Or shall I think in silver she's immured, being 10 times undervalued to tried gold? Oh, sinful thought! Never such a rich gem was set in worse than gold they have in England. A coin that bears the future of an angel stamped in gold, but that's sculpted upon. But here an angel in a gold bed lies all within. Deliver me the key. Here do I choose and thrive I as I may. Portia. There, take it, Prince, handing him the key, and if my form lie there, then I am yours. Morocco opens the gold casket. Morocco, oh hell, what have we here? A Korean death within whose empty eye there is a written scroll. I'll read the writing. All that glisters is not gold. Often have you heard that told. Many a man his life hath sold. But my outside be, behold, gilded tombs do worms enfold. Had you been as wise as bold, young in limbs and judgment old, your answer had not been inscrolled. Fare you well, your suit is cold. Cold indeed, and labor lost. Then farewell, heat, and welcome frost. Portia, adieu, I have too grieved heart to take a tedious leave, thus losers part. He exits with a train. Portia, a gentle riddance, draw the curtains, go. Let all of his complexion choose me. So they exit. Water break. How many more pages do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I can do that. Alright. Scene 8. Enter Salarino and Salanio. Salarino. Why, man, I say, Bassanio under sail. With him is Gratiano gone alone, and in their ship I am sure Lorenzo is not. Salino. The villain Jew, with outcries raised the Duke, who went with him to search Bassanio's ship. Salarino. He came too late. The ship was under sail. But there the Duke was given to understand that in a gondola were seen together Lorenzo and his amouress Jessica. Besides, Antonio certified the Duke they were not with Bassanio in his ship. Salanio, yep, that's right. I never heard a passion so confused, so strange and outrageous and so variable, as the dog Jew did utter in the streets. My daughter, oh my duck tits, oh my daughter, fled with a Christian, oh my Christian duck tits. Justice, the law, my duck tits, my daughter, a sealed bag, 2 sealed bags of duck tits, of double duck tits, stolen from me by my daughter, and jewels, 2 stones, 2 rich and precious stones. Stolen by my daughter, Justice, find the girl, she had the stone upon her, and the duck tits. Salarino. Why, all the boys in Venice follow him, crying, his stone, his daughter, and his duck tits. Salanio. Let good Antonio look he keep his day, or he shall pay for this. Salarino. Mary will well remembered I reasoned with a Frenchman yesterday, who told me in the narrow seas that part the French and English there miscarried a vessel of our country richly fraught. I thought upon Antonio when he told me, and wished in silence that it were not his. Salanio. You were best to tell Antonio what you heard, yet do not suddenly, for it may grieve him. Salarino. A kinder gentleman treads not the earth. I saw Bassanio and Antonio part. Bassanio told him he would make some speed of his return. He answered, do not so. Slubber. Not business for my sake, Bassanio, but stay the very riping of the time, I just read that, and for the Jew's bond which he hath of me, let it not enter in your mind of love. Be merry and employ your chiefest thoughts to courtship and such fair ostentances of love, and shall conceivingly become you there, and even there his eye being big with tears, turning his face, he put his hand behind him, and with affection wondrous sensible, he wrung Bassanio's hand, and so they parted. Salanio. I think he only loves the world for him. I pray thee, let us go and find him out, and quicken his embraced heavingness with some delight or other. Salarino. Do we so? They exit. This act is really long. Scene 9. Enter Nerissa and Servitor. Nerissa. Quick, quick, I pray thee, draw the curtain straight. The Prince of Aragon had ta'en his oath, and comes to his election presently. Enter the Prince of Aragon, his train, and Portia. Portia. Behold, there stands the casket, noble prince. If you choose that wherein I am contained, straight shall our nuptial rites be solemnized. But if you fail without more speech, my lord, you must be gone from hence immediately. Aragon. I am enjoined by oath to observe 3 things. first, never to unfold to anyone which casket 'twas I choose next. If I fail of the right casket, never in my life to woe a maid in way of marriage. Lastly, if I do fail in fortune of my choice, immediately to leave you and be gone. Portia. To these injunctions every one doth swear that comes to hazard for my worthless self. Aragon. And so have I addressed me, fortune now to my heart's hope, gold, silver, and base lead, whose chooseth me must give and hazard all he hath. You shall look fairer, sorry, fairer ere I give our hazard. What says the golden chest? Ha! Let me see. Who chooseth me shall gain what many men desire. What many men desire, that many may be meant. By the fool multitude that choose by show, not learning more than the fond eye doth teach, which priests not the interior, but like the martlet builds in the weather on the outward wall, even in the force and road of casualty. I will not choose what many men desire, because I will not jump with common spirits, and rank me with the barbarous multitudes. Why then to thee, thou silver treasure house, tell me once more what title dost thou bear? Who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves, my bad. Desires is the gold casket. And well said too, for who shall go about to cozen future and be honorable with the stamp of merit? Let none presume to wear an undeserved dignity. Oh, that estates, degrees, and offices were not derived corruptly, and that clear honor were purchased by the merit of the wearer. How many then should cover that stand bare? How many be commanded that command? How much low peasantry would then be gleaned from the true seat of honor, and how much honor picked from the chaff and ruined of the times to be new varnished. Well, but to my but to my choice. Who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves. I will assume desert. Give me a key for this. He is given a key, and instantly unlock my fortune here. He opens the silver casket. Portia. Too long a pause for that which you find there. Aragon. What's here? The portrait of a blinking idiot, presenting me a schedule. I will read it. How much unlike art thou to Portia? How much unlike my hopes and deservings? Who chooseth me shall have as much as he deserves. Question mark. Did I deserve no more than a fool's head? Is that my prize? Are my deserts no better? Portia. To offend and judge are distinct offices and of opposite natures. Aragon. What is here? He reads. Oh. The fire 7 times tried this, 7 times tried that judgment is, that did never choose amiss. Some there be that shadows kiss, such have but a shadow's bliss. There be fools alive it was silvered o'er, and so was this. Take what wife you will to bed, I will ever be your head, so begone, you are sped. Sped. Still more fool I shall appear by the time I linger here. With one fool's head I came to woo, but I go away with 2. Sweet adieu, I'll keep my oath, patiently to bear my wrath. He exits with his train. Why are they all rhyming? Is this Dr. Seuss? I thought this was Shakespeare. Yeah, it is Shakespeare. It's not Dr. Seuss. Portia. Thus hath the candle singed the moth. Oh, these deliberate fools, when they do choose, they have the wisdom by their wit to lose. Nerissa. The ancient saying is no heresy. Hanging and wiving goes by destiny. Portia. Come draw the curtain, Nerissa. Enter messenger. Messenger. Where is my lady? Portia. Here. What would my lord? Messenger. Madam, alighted there is alighted at your gate a young Venetian, one that comes before to signify the approaching of his lord, from whom he bringeth sensible regreets, to wit, besides commends and courteous breath, gifts of rich value, yet I have not seen so likely an ambassador of love. A day in April never came so sweet, to show how costly summer was at hand, as this forespur comes before his lord. Portia. No more, I pray thee, I am half afeard. Thou wilt say, Anon, he is some kin to thee. Thou spendst such high day in praising him. Come, come, Nerissa, for I long to see quick Cupid's post, that comes so mannerly. Nerissa. Bassanio, Lord Love, if they will it be. They exit. Okay, that's done.